There is something that I wanted to mention,
Sure
because I think
thing.
it's quite a big story, sort of in our
Let's
industry.
hear it.
Travis Pastrana has moved away from Red Bull,
Not for the first time, right?
and apparently not. I don't know. I think it's for the first time, but I might be wrong, and I'd love
thought
to
it
know
wasn't
if
for the
anyone's
first
got any
time, 'cause-
comments on that. Let's hear it.
So I
below.
thought he ran a year with Nitro Circus helmet, and then he did one of those New Year's Eve things, and he had a Red Bull one on again. So I thought.
Right.
Anyway, please carry on with what you were going to say.
Either way, Red Bull Pastrana
Yeah.
synonymous,
So
right?
what's he got in his head
You
now?
know, all the projects. He's actually signed with Black Rifle Coffee Company.
There you go.
So Black Rifle are pretty big as well these days. It looks like not so much here. We don't really see it. I don't think. But
they give
what
money
I thought
to
was really interesting
veterans,
is,
don't they? They're very cool. Yeah.
yeah. So it's run by two guys. I think one of them's called Matt Bess, I believe. Either way, both of them have been on Joe Rogan's podcast a few times. And what I was thinking there, and this is probably a little bit silly, but I was like, could this be finally that we get an action sports person on the Joe Rogan podcast to talk about motocross and action sports? Because that is, you said it ages ago, it's one thing Rogan's off on. He doesn't get it. He doesn't understand it. But I'd love to see Travis Pastrana on the Joe Rogan podcast, because I think it could be quite interesting.
He's a bloody interesting guy, isn't he? I'd love to hear him.
Yeah.
I'd like to hear him. You only ever see him like super high energy and like for 3 hours. I don't know if he could keep it up. He probably could if anyone could. But like,
Probably could.
you want to get a bit below that, don't you? You want to have him on and actually talk to him about actually things that he thinks, and not just be all just like, dude, fucking yeah. I don't know.
Jace at Gypsy Tales did an awesome episode with
And
Travis. It was like one of his first ever episodes as well. I think it's one of those ones that's gone under the radar because it wasn't as big as what it is now. But they sat together for about 3 hours,
Really?
and Travis opened up about anything and everything. It's fucking awesome, man.
So that's
Like,
already
it's really
happened,
good.
yeah.
That's already happened. But I just think it's so interesting to move away from Red Bull. I mean, that contract must be worth a fortune. Like, from a monetary standpoint, that must be worth he is to me, like, Travis is almost like a poster boy for Red Bull. He's one of those guys, you know. He's him and him basically. To me, it's like that's Red Bull. He's helped build that Red Bull
Anytime
brand
it
in action
happens as
sports.
well, if the sort of like the Wizard of Oz curtain is lifted a bit, isn't it? You know, because you sort of think, I don't know, you just accept. Okay, ultimately, I don't want to shit on Red Bull because they do a lot of good stuff, but like, they're not, it's a fizzy drink, right? And you don't need, like, it's actually irrelevant. And I'm not being. They do a lot of really good events, so they've made themselves important part of our sport. But actually, when you think about it, you hold them at a high. All I mean is you hold them at a higher value to our sport than they are. Would you agree?
Yeah.
No diss, but that you.
Yeah, I do agree. I think that, you can't argue with the amount of money that they've put into mountain biking, if we're talking about mountain biking especially, with various events and athletes and stuff like that. I feel like that involvement is way more important than the actual product.
Absolutely.
I can live without the
absolutely.
drink, but I can't live without their involvement in a way.
Yeah, and when
for pushing the boundaries.
And also it kind of acts almost as like a verified tick, like those silly blue tick things on Instagram. It's almost like an in-person verified tick, like an energy drink helmet is like it's like a thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Even a hat. To see a hat, that it's a legit athlete. That they're in action sports or whatever.
So when someone
athlete.
chooses to take one off, it does mean something. It does. Or when someone gets kicked off of one, it means you're not in the current crop of these verified people that have the fizzy drink hats. I mean, it's pretty fucking bizarre.
I find this one super interesting. I find it so interesting with the Travis one because they won't have wanted to let that go easily, right?
Yeah.
Like, he is the poster boy. He's like everything that Red Bull stand for in a way, right? Pushing the boundaries and wings and whatever.
Being a neat guy.
Being a neat guy. So to go with a coffee company, it's kind of like, it's cool in a way because it does it take away that, that prestige of Red Bull helmet, that you can have another brand on there that is equally, maybe even doing more in a way for I don't know. For the
problem is you can't just quickly
overall...
you can't just quickly knock up a helmet design and then it sticks. It doesn't work like that. I tell you what, there is a cleaner brand that's done very well for sticking their brand on a helmet. It's now become a thing. It's become its own version of a Red Bull helmet, which is very impressive. But others have tried and failed. Like you can't just you can't just do a helmet design and it be the same as a Red Bull or a Monster.
No, it's true.
It's not an easy thing to do, is it? So like,
it's crazy how they took over that space, isn't it? It's such an important part of an athlete.
This black rifle helmet best not be a fucking black helmet because it won't.
Looks good.
Does it? Yeah, it needs to look good.
Yeah, the branding looks
needs
sick.
To look good because
it's coffee. That's what I like about it. It's not a fizzy action sports fucking drink full of chemicals. It's just coffee and like you said, it gives back to veterans, and I think that's just a super interesting decision on Travis's part. No doubt as well, financially wise, I guess Travis is like probably pretty set now. He probably doesn't need the big pressure and the Red Bull check coming in. Maybe, I very much doubt he does stuff purely for money anymore. I think there's probably a lot more behind it.
It'd be interesting if
I just find it super interesting.
Like the things that you're into as you grow older. Like lawn care. You start running like lawn care fucking helmets.
Dude, that's you. Miracle Grow helmet, man. That's you.
Just like kitchen taps, like a company that does real trick kitchen taps. You've got that down one arm.
I'd go Yorkshire Tea, I think.
Yorkshire Tea.
Yorkshire Tea helmet.
I can't think of other stuff. Like classic car insurance. Always handy. It'd be good, wouldn't it? As you move on through your career, you stop sort of just doing
Manscaped.
True that. Like some sort of like company that does injections, like steroid injections. I just start running them as
true,
like a
you could do
sponsor.
That. Yeah, you could have NHS down the chin piece.
I need that. Yeah.
I could go air ambulance.
Yeah, you
or
could
something,
have air ambulance. That'd be quite trick, wouldn't it?
Yeah, we'd love to hear other people's suggestions in the comments. What would make a good helmet if you?
Because I'm 35 now. Like, what sort of grown-up shit could you have on you? Like a Waitrose helmet or a
Waitrose helmet.
Waitrose helmet because as I get older, I appreciate that more.
Waitrose helmet.
Airport lounge. Cool, I like an airport lounge now. I never used to care.
You could have a big Virgin
helmet.
Sometimes
I wish I could Q-skip. Speedy boarding helmet. I'm not mad at it. Speedy boarding.
Just QR codes all over it.